What's up, everybody? Hope you're having a good day as always. So last video that I made, I wanted to share a little bit of my personal information because quite frankly, I'm the guy on YouTube telling you what you should consider doing with money, how you should look at personal finance, and who the heck am I, right? Who am I to tell you this, and why should you listen to me? So I wanted to share like my savings practices, kind of why I save money, what my goals are a little bit, all in an effort to kind of help you feel comfortable possibly talking to this community about your financial situation. Now today, I want to take that a little bit further, all right? I want to talk about credit scores, okay? And more specifically, I want to talk about my credit score. You know, I have definitely made quite a few videos that have already talked about helping people with their loans and their interest rates and their debt and their credit and all that stuff, but again, what about me? Who's to say that I really know what I'm talking about? Why should you trust me? So in an effort to kind of continue that trust and that growth, I would like to share with you my credit score. Now for full transparency, what I'm about to share with you is one bureau score, and it's based off the tracking record that my credit card company uses. So is this 100% exactly what my credit score is? No. There's three bureaus, right? There's TRANSUNION, there's EQUIFAX, and there's EXPERIAN. This credit card company uses TRANSUNION specifically, and in all honesty, out of all of the bureaus, I think that's probably like the least reliable one. But regardless, as long as you know what this score is, more than likely those other ones are going to be somewhat similar, and I have no reason to believe otherwise. So, what is my score? Well, as of right now, TRANSUNION indicates that the score is a 788. Okay, that's considered the excellent range, and it's nice to know. I mean, I definitely want to have a good credit score, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, okay? How I view money and how I want to handle my own personal finance is far more important than what the score says, but at the end of the day, it's in my benefit to keep it high. So the score is a 788, but what goes into that number? You know, why is that number high? Why isn't it lower? Why isn't it higher? Like, what goes into that? Well, I took a look at the key factors that went into this, and this is what I want to share with you guys. Number one, 100% on-time payments. Very simple. Pay your stuff on time, guys. And that should not be that complicated to understand. If you get a loan, you're essentially agreeing with someone saying, hey, I'm gonna borrow this much money, this is gonna be my due date, I'm gonna pay you this much. This is your word with that other institution saying that I'm going to repay in this manner. So my mortgage, any car loan that I had in the past, my credit cards, everything, 100% on-time payments. Make your payments on time. Number two, my oldest trade line is 8 years old. And this makes perfect sense because I've been with the credit union for a little over 8 years. Prior to working at the credit union, I knew nothing about personal finance. I knew nothing about credit score or any of that stuff. I'm not saying I was bad with money, but I also didn't know anything about how credit worked or what it was or anything about loans. So once I started working at the credit score, I realized that I'm going to need to have good credit, whether it's for my mortgage or maybe a car in the future or anything like that. So I started working on it as soon as I could. And guys, I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't some crazy thing that I started doing. I got a $500 credit card and that's it. So 8 years is my oldest trade line, all right? It takes time to build credit, okay? It's not an overnight thing. It's not complicated, but it's not always quick either. So if you just got your credit card or if you're thinking about getting your first credit card to build up a credit score, don't expect, 2 months later you've got A+ credit. That's just not how it works. So have some patience. So number three involves something called my capacity ratio or my utilization ratio. It's talking about the amount of available credit that I have compared to how much I actually use. So let's say I have two different credit cards, they both have their own limits, so what percentage of those limits do I actually use, okay? In this case, 1%. That's it. Guys, if you've watched my other credit card videos, I talk about how people should stay under 25%. And here you go, I'm staying well under 25%. More than likely, I just got lucky here and they pulled it on a day where I had a really low balance, but it's probably no more than like 5 to 6%. So guys, whatever your credit card limit is, if you're trying to build up your credit score, do not spend more than 25%. Stay under that. It's okay to be less, don't go past it. If you can do that, it will help out your score, I guarantee it. Lastly, I want to talk about inquiries, okay? An inquiry is when you're applying for a loan or a car or sometimes a cell phone bill in an apartment complex. They pull your credit score to see if you're going to need like a down payment or security deposits or what your interest rate's going to be. They pull your credit. And inquiries are not good for your score. It's not the end of the world if you have to get one, but at the end of the day, you want to try and limit the amount that you do. Okay, so I have had one inquiry in the past 2 years, so not many at all. And the reason why is I don't need anything. I'm not out there trying to get a new car loan. I'm not out there getting 10 different credit cards for these department stores that'll give me, 15% off my next purchase. That stuff doesn't matter to me. Okay, so inquiries, if you gotta do it, you gotta do it, but at the end of the day, try and keep them low. I think my only inquiry in this past 2 years is probably applying for the credit card that I use right now. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys. My credit score, I hope this kind of increases the level of trust that we have. So if you've got any questions about credit scores or how to improve it or what to do if it's a little bit lower or maybe you're just getting started, please feel free to ask me. I like working with this stuff, guys. I'll be the first one to say that credit's a game. I mean, it's just like everything else. There's rules. You gotta play it the right way. But here's the thing. It may be somewhat complicated, but at the end of the day, it's not difficult either. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope it helped. Take care.
Hey guys, thanks again for watching this video. I hope you learned something new from it and you were able to strengthen your financial position. I'm going to keep coming out with more videos, so please stay tuned, but go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, and have a good day.